more, I don't know, just more interesting rather than
Yeah,
typing it.
so I guess that allows the user to record an audio like response at that point.
Yeah, I tried it on my laptop and then also on my phone, and it works pretty well.
Okay. I forget if that's the one I checked or there was another one, something similar to that, and um, but it kind of broke it out of the presentation. It seemed like it kind of it lost its flow kind of by doing that, but I don't know. So all right, so yeah, that's definitely interesting. Anything else other than the voiceover on there that you've
Um,
seen so far?
I don't know. I'd have to check again, but
Okay. Um,
I've enjoyed it so far.
got it. So I know Liam, you turned one of those in. Matt, you did not do an interactive video, right? Are you putting together a slideshow of your work from last week?
Oh, I I I guess so.
So remember, I'm allowing you each day, like if you don't want to work on the current project, you can work on personal stuff. I am asking that you submit that each day just so that I can give you some credit for the day as doing a design related project.
Wait, but like, what if instead of the slideshow, just like if we did send you something daily, do we have to do the slideshow?
Well, yeah, because the slideshow is going to count as your project grade. I'm trying to keep things kind of equal in that, students are working on a project. So, all you have to do is put the daily drawings into a slide, put a couple lines, like a caption saying, what this drawing was about. And I'm asking for music, and that's your project grade, you know?
Oh,
So it's just a way of, I think, pulling it together and finding some connection between the projects so that
mm,
it kind of it makes it more purposeful rather than just drawing randomly, right? So that's what I'm looking for there. And hopefully you're saving your progress each day as far as whatever you're doing, and I think that shouldn't make it too difficult to do that. All right. So today we're gonna look at the some of the projects that were done there, and then we're going to talk about the new project, which is the game designer using Scratch. All right. So, David, I don't think I had anything. Did you turn anything yesterday?
For the Pong thing.
No, that was today. Any classwork for the interactive video or slideshow presentation?
Uh, I didn't see when you posted on Sunday, but I did see that you messaged me and said I didn't have any work. I actually didn't understand that on the part of the interactive video.
Okay.
Like, am I making like a how to
Yeah,
for
or
it?
you can just do like just kind of informational thing, just you know, or get people's feedback. There's a lot of different purposes that you could use this type of video for, whether it is educational or funny or just kind of general knowledge. Um, if you're still trying to get ideas, you can look, or as we're going through them today and looking at them, that'll probably kind of explain some different varieties of what you can do. Um,
Okay.
and so those are using pre-existing videos. And as we'll see though with Chris's, you can record your own video if you wanted to, and add some interactive components to it. All right, so trying to give you guys a lot of flexibility, not too many constraints. All I asked was that during the video you have 3 interactions. Probably could be, if we were in class, I would probably, say to use specific types of interactions. Um, and do like branding with our logo and stuff like that. Those are some of the I think the nice details you can add, but I'm just trying to keep this pretty easy going in this remote situation. So that's all I'm giving you is just 3 interactions during it and having it published. All right, so I guess we'll go through these when your examples come up. That's kind of what I've been doing in the past. The people that are here at the meet, we'll go over their projects, and then anybody else, or if there's one here in particular that you want to discuss, we can. Otherwise, we won't go through every one of them. All right. Did anybody look at Marley's when Pixar deleted My
Nope.
Marley Wicker, or By Marley Wicker? Sorry. Um, So we had a couple comments. The topic, I would think, yeah, that's gonna be eye-catching, and the animation. So that might be interesting to look at. This is Nick's. He did a weekly slideshow. He said, showing pictures and that he took and edited along with 2 games that he made. This was a fun part to make, and I think I can see myself doing more of these or going to take more photos. So here's, and this, if anybody else that's not here with us is watching this video, this is, and Matt, for you working on your weekly drawings, this is what I'm kind of asking you to do. All right, so you can see he has 10 slides, which maybe you only really need 5 or 6 if you include a title. Let's see if you put music in here. So we have a countdown. I think we have to press play. I think he made that animation, but I don't think it triggers it to go. So I don't hear music on this, but it is advancing. So this fine image was taken on the water a couple days ago, and he's given some insight there on taking pictures. Another picture. So Matt, with your drawings, you could do something similar to this. So I think I was talking about this with our Choose Your Adventures or the escape rooms. I'm not advancing these slides, and I think we want to, there's one setting in Google Slides, if you guys are creating them, to keep them from advancing. If I select all the slides by doing a Control A, hey Chris, how you doing? Alright, and I can say transition, well this does say none. Let's see if that makes a difference. This is something that should be very simple in Google Slides. If we play video graphics, is it going to go automatically? Looks like it's holding out.
Mr. Duza,
Yes. Yes, Liam?
the presentation went out.
Oh, you don't see it
The
anymore?
presentation went off.
Oh no,
Okay.
we don't.
No, I don't.
Okay, it looks like it's rebooting. How about now?
Yep,
Okay.
that's better.
So that'd be the only thing. So I think music sets a nice tone, but that's a nice way to show weekly work as alternative projects. All right. All right. So Chris, was this your? No, this has got to be your later one, right? Because it's kind of.
Yeah, this is the second one I made, not the one that I'm making right now.
So you want to watch this one?
Sure.
You have 2 of them in here or 1 right now?
Right now, this is one.
Okay. So it's a series of videos connected by links. Right now, it's you're in the progress of filming something more advanced. And then this one, Masego.
Masego.
Is that a translation of something or?
Oh no, that's the artist. That's his name.
Okay. All right. So these were kind of easy to grade for me by that point. All I had to do was look over here. I did start going through these and watching them, but.
I think I hate school. I do.
All right. So that was the name of the song.
I think I hate school. I do.
So at this point we have an answer, which we could say in there. Probably would say I miss school or the way things were.
I think I hate school. I do.
And, it's nice to be able to skip ahead. Oh, so here's your voice response. Is there anything you would like to learn? I would like to learn how to improve my TikTok dancing.
I would like to learn how to improve my TikTok dancing.
Right, so as the owner of this, or this is your company, however your whatever purpose, I think that is a cool feature that you can get to hear from somebody, or you could do this just came to my mind. You could do some auditioning. You could have people singing like as an artist, right? Or maybe even that could even be a pretty cool way to do like a group recording. If you had all your participants going through this video, like for this song, and they all sung like a little background drop, you could probably remix that back in afterwards. You know,
Yeah.
thinking about how we can take these technologies and, you know, people not having to be in the same place at the same time, yet you're getting their kind of participation. I mean, this is something that just came to me as we're watching this, but I mean, this is stuff that's here, and I figure you guys should be trying to think about what we can do with it. Of course, definitely miss being there. And what was this one with the? So you have hotspots. I don't know if I advanced through it. Oh, so that's so that the hotspot is your link that takes you to the next
To the
video then,
next
right?
thing. Yeah.
Very cool. So this, and I think I missed that the first time there. So do you know what video this is? Nope.
Hey,
Anybody
sorry,
else know
Mr.
what
Call.
this is?
No.
No?
Something about cars.
Something about cars? Is it another?
You guys never saw this before, bruh? It's great.
I was calling you back to let you know that
Oh, this
Oh, I know
I
what
love
this
you
is.
and I miss you.
Oh, I hate that sound. Why did he call back? All right. What should I? Anybody want to respond here? I'll put your. I'm gonna put my microphone up to the speaker, so I'll let you guys record now. All right. And go. Anybody? Nobody?
I have no idea what to say.
What are you doing?
Yeah, nothing.
Why did he call back?
Cause why not? Funny joke.
Because
Anybody? Nobody?
I have no idea what to say.
We'll save that for you.
I really want you to call me back. And I'm sorry I missed your phone call and that I know you're done.
No.
So when you get this, can you call me back? I love you and I miss you.
And so this was another hotspot, Chris, that allows you to replay it. Or?
Right, yeah, right here that allows you to replay it, but if you go to the ending, it sends you to a third video. But I didn't expect anybody to get past this, so the third video with this random stuff.
Okay. Well, so
If you want to skip this,
all right. So actually, I can skip through, right?
And I miss you.
So let's see that.
yeah.
Can I skip through this, or was I supposed to press that last one?
Oh, you were supposed to press the last one.
Yeah. All right. That's what I'm saying.
And then this takes you to the third video.
Oh god, that thumbnail.
Wow. So you have a lot of branching going.
Okay,
here.
wait. Don't worry about the thumbnail. It's yeah.
This one looks interesting. I see panic button.
And the panic button just lets you leave.
Okay.
Kind of just gets you out of there. So I don't see any other interactions on the timeline. So where does
Yeah,
this
I
pop
hit
up?
that because just in case.
So how do you get to
I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't expect anyone really to get this far, so I just spread out questions along the video to see if people were still watching.
Okay.
If you know what, if you get what I'm doing,
Yeah, I mean,
so they don't. Skip.
and because those reports show you how much answers you get, and you know, if this actually was maybe something a little more purposeful, like on a company's website, that could, again, I think we talked about this last week with like marketing trafficking and stuff like that. It would show that your viewer was staying on your site for a pretty long amount of time then, which would equate to more monetization, I would think, with that. So that's interesting that you didn't think people were going to get this far, but you just kind of kept planning regardless. So that's pretty cool, and it gets your content gets a little more bizarre as we go, which you know is is, I guess, creates interest. So I definitely give you credit for all that there. So glad that you had fun with that. Anything you want to say before I move on there, Chris, about that, or about this type of
Um,
project?
no, not really. You know, I had fun with it. I enjoyed it. I learned how to use the website and everything. So hopefully, if I can get this more sophisticated project, then maybe it'll be better. I don't know.
Okay. Anybody want to say anything about his work there?
I
Question,
like it.
comment? Sorry, is that you, Dave?
What? No.
Oh. Who liked it?
Me?
Is that you, Chris?
Thought it was funny though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it was nice. It was funny.
Thank you.
All right, we have Lazaro now as well. You got a microphone, Lazaro?
Yeah. I don't know if the quality on my microphone is bad because I'm right now on phone.
No, you're perfect. Crystal clear.
All right.
Cool. Welcome. So we were just kind of going through some of the interactive video projects. Did you see that last one there, Lazaro?
Yeah.
Any thoughts or comments?
I liked it. It was pretty funny.
Okay, definitely. All right, we'll move on to. Sorry, is anybody going to add something there? Okay. I guess I heard a little inadvertent noise there. Chris, what did you think of this project?
I was annoyed with this project primarily because I had to find a video that was suitable for school, yet also something that I wouldn't get bored watching to add questions to.
Okay.
So it took me like several times. So I just, at the end of it, I just got fed up and just picked a random video.
All right. So finding your content was the hardest part for you, you think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Ross Jaw, and today I want to teach you my top essential tips on creating impactful and appealing characters. I think we need a refresher once in a while, so hopefully by the end of this video, you'll have a design checklist that you can go back and apply it to your own characters and hopefully.
We went through in your first question, what is tip numero uno? So this could be, you saw this more of like a quiz type of thing, I guess, Chris, or
Yeah.
testing your
I
knowledge?
always see stuff like this as like a quiz.
Yeah. Oh, I took a lucky guess there. So,
found some keywords that really drives her character design. Queen.
Some, not all.
Okay, so that's a fill
Like some is just.
That Lyris doesn't have many.
Types. Adding water.
I love hiding compositions.
What's the 3 threes?
That's a joke one.
Okay.
So the 3 features Lyris encompasses is her dragon tail hair, dragon claws, and her crescent earring. For my character Sloane, we have the cool sword, we have a cool cape.
Alright, so definitely.
And design today is we forget that these characters are an extension of us. I feel like a lot of art and design today is very flashy, you know, very like.
That actually, you know, we were talking before.
Oh, hit that like button. By becoming your character.
To draw, that would be interesting to at the end let them draw a character on there or something like that. You know.
Yeah, I was actually planning on doing that. I just forgot to.
Okay. So, and somebody in AM already loved that it's teaching you tips on character design. All right. Anybody want to mention anything about that? I think it's pretty straightforward there. So.
Oh, I mean, I love all of Ross Straw's videos.
Okay, so you know that producer there?
Yep.
Okay. Lazaro, you said this is your interactive video, and it was fun making. You just had a much easier time deciding which video, so you were kind of in the same situation there as Chris. And
yeah.
We're looking at the immune system here. And you have...
Every second of your life, you are under attack. Billions of bacteria, viruses, and fungi are trying to make you their home. So our bodies have developed a super complex little army with guards, soldiers, intelligence, weapons factories, and communicators to protect you from, well, dying. For this video, let's assume the immune system has 12 different jobs. For example, kill enemies, communicate, etc. And it has 21 different cells and 2 protein forces. These cells have up to 4 different jobs. Let's assign them. Here are the interactions. Now, let's make this understandable. First of all, let's add colors to the jobs. Now, let's illustrate the cells. The central color represents the main job of the cell, while the surrounding ones represent secondary duties. Now, the immune system looks like this. Now, the interactions. Isn't this complexity just awesome? For this video, we will only talk about these cells and ignore the rest. So, what happens in the case of an infection?
144.
Oh, that's just more of a note.
It's just a note?
Yeah.
First of all, your guard cells, known as macrophages, intervene.
There, it says.
I was trying to figure out a way to put in text, and apparently, I only found out by inserting a
guard
drawing.
cells, known as macrophages, intervene.
Okay.
They are huge cells that guard every...
So then you have a multiple choice one. Wow. I'm going to say millimeters, or probably no, micrometers, right?
Can suffocate an attack because...
And then you have a true and false. And... Lucky guess. I don't know why this box...
They generate barriers that trap and...
Alright, so... Alright, good range of stuff. More serious, I guess, type of topic. More educational there. You think you'll use anything like this again, Lazaro?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah? Kind of for your own personal work to test people's knowledge, or you think you might be using it if you had worked somewhere, or doing video, or...
I mean, I don't know what it could be used for, like, in terms of, like, jobs, but, I do think I might use it one day. Maybe, for, like, something informative.
Okay. Sounds good. Alright, so I think those are everybody's that are in here. Oh, sorry, Liam. What did you think of this project, Liam?
Just
What was the hardest part for you?
went with one that I had in my choosing a video. I just went with one that I had in my archives.
Okay. Yeah, definitely. You look like you've, you know, kind of grown your hair out a decent amount and not as developed in that way, I guess. So
Child looking.
Child looking. Yeah.
My voice was probably a lot higher as well.
All right, so you had a lot. Now these were methods of. This allows you to draw on it, right?
This was. Yeah.
Let's get started by showing you everything you're gonna need to
This was simple. This was an old project I did for Intro to Multimedia 9th grade.
Okay.
Spider is what these are called. A knife.
And I'm not. I don't really like it today. I like. Because I.
So you have a multiple choice.
As you can see, I don't like this video.
He wants to watch the struggle over an oil. So now that's a drawing too, but is this?
Yeah, I not.
What's supposed to happen here? Am I frozen? I guess.
That's probably a typo. Oh, yeah, it's frozen. I guess. What was supposed to happen is I was supposed to have trouble opening a.
So what's this interaction supposed to be here?
I don't know why it's freezing like that. It's just supposed to be preparation for me open.
Oh wait, no, I am entertained.
They're mostly all
Yeah, I don't know why.
drawings about me complaining about how I don't like they all freeze because it all freeze when a drawing
I wonder why that is.
happens. I don't know why.
Yeah. All right. Well, good attempt on trying to use some more advanced type of stuff on there. Um, you got to remember this software is free. It is a little glitchy, and I don't know if I necessarily like seeing the questions on the side. I was trying to initially,
Side of the thing.
yeah. We used to be able to do this all within YouTube. You could draw boxes like over a video as annotations, and those could contain links. So
Yeah,
I don't know why they've taken away those features, but unfortunately you can't do it anymore. I would think that video kinda would be going more towards this direction, like as we have smart TVs that you could kind of click on links on your TV and have a little more control or be creative in kind of the directions that they're going. But
Mhm.
we'll kind of see how that works out, right? Because um, you never know which. I guess it's based on how many people are really using it and the demand for it also. So, um, yeah, I thought that was kind of a cool, quick little thing that we can do with some video and working with that. As we're starting to make the turn towards the latter part of the marketing period, I did, mention starting today. I'm going to try to work on more kind of game design types of projects. We may alternate and kind of go into a little bit of art creation as we go along there to develop maybe characters and things like that. But I did start with that today as far as working on the Scratch project. Did anybody have any success with that today?
I'm still working on mine.
So you're going through the tutorial there?
Oh yeah.
Liam, you're going through the
I
tutorial
I
currently?
well I've already started the project the Scratch project.
Okay.
It's not
I
finished.
finished
It's not
one.
finished because it's
What
not
up?
finished yet. I'm working on a bit. I'm working on a few more things for it.
Alright, well, if you are working on it, what we're trying to achieve here is that we have one object works as the paddle, the other one works as the ball. So I just, went a little bit non-traditional with this. And the DVC logo is the ball and French fries are the paddle. You guys remember this trip this year?
Yeah.
Does it seem
I
like
didn't go on
forever
any of the
ago?
trips.
It seems like a lifetime ago. But that was that photo expo when we went to New York. And eventually, when the ball gets to the bottom to this red line, then the game ends. So
It'll.
that is the goal
There's a
here.
way you can like get like this. Have you ever tried to get the score to reset?
Yeah, I haven't. That would be good,
Like the
I
score
think.
to reset, go back.
I figured it out already.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. I actually did like a second version of yours,
Uh-huh.
and I did like what should we call it? Oh, it's a simple word. Improvement. Yeah, that word.
Modifications, you could say mods
Yeah,
to it, right?
that.
I mean, anyone could really look inside of your project and see what to do.
Yeah.
Right, and that's, the whole point of this is to get into kind of the mindset of this programming type of things and, the ordering of directions and allocation of assets. If we were in classroom, we'd probably be getting close to building the Unity game, which I have contemplated on trying to do remotely, but there's so many steps involved and there's so many areas that can go wrong. I don't think it's really a good choice to make under these situations. But, these building blocks here represents code, which I think, is going to kind of get in your mind in the kind of the mindset of doing any type of programming if you wanted to. I think I mean, what do you guys have you guys used this platform before at all?
Scratch?
Yeah.
I
I've
use something
tried.
similar.
In like elementary school, but I don't
I've
remember
tried
it
to use
much.
Scratch. It's
Okay. So I think I was my plan is I talked to you guys this week earlier about we're gonna kind of work on this today and tomorrow. Thursday, Friday, I think I was gonna get like a Mother's Day type of card in there, type of project. That's Sunday, and then we'll continue. There's other types of applications in Scratch for different types of programming. So whether it's an app design, I think you can do animation, um, and there's a couple other things that we'll try to explore and have little like 2-day projects to build certain types of things in there. All right, how's that sound for you guys?
Pretty good.
All right.
Pretty all
It's
right.
alright.
So
fine.
that way the technology isn't like super intense where you're not going to get totally overwhelmed by it. But at the same time, it's not just getting into just reading and writing of stuff every day. So I want to try to continue to be creative and kind of stay on somewhat of our curriculum for interactive design. So I thought this was a good way to do that. David, where can I reset my score?
So if you click on your line that you have, and see how you have it with stop all.
Yeah.
I also had it to where like the ball would move back.
Or that you want to
to like
set
good
variable
position.
All right, hold on, one at a
set
time.
the variable.
Liam, wait your turn.
Yeah, if you go to the variable section,
Okay.
over on the and then there should be set my variables to 0, and if you put it before stop all, and you just click my variables and like click on whatever you had it set as like points and stuff, like how you have it as score.
Yeah, that should reset it to 0, right? Is that what that
Yeah,
is?
you gotta click on the my variables and change it to score.
Oh, gotcha. Set this.
And now when you play and it hits the line, it should reset.
Cool. Yep, there it went back to 0. So we start over. Good.
Yeah.
Liam, was that what you were gonna say?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So yeah, and we'll see here. Actually, I thought it saved automatically. Save now. So that's a good ad, and you can personalize it. I was looking at a couple other types of sites for kind of interactive online stuff, but you couldn't personalize your artwork as much. So that's what I really like about this type of platform, I guess, if you could say that. But if we do, where was it? Explore. So yeah, they have animations that you can create in here, art, games, even music. I haven't really looked into these much in detail, but and actually they all have tutorials on them. So if you guys see something in particular in here, if you want to spend some time in going through and see something that you think has a really strong application to it, definitely let me know. But I'm going to kind of just go through these probably over the weekend and pick out a couple for the next week or so. And then I know we have the yearbook that I think we're still working on. I don't think it's going to be printed, but we'll have some kind of online version of it, I guess. And you guys all know that there's no school for the rest of the year, right? Or in person, face to face.
Yeah. Yeah, it's stupid.
Unfortunately.
I think it's stupid.
Well, I think the fact of the matter is that maybe it would be relatively safe, but for the people or the chances that you could be infected, just maintaining a safe environment for everybody isn't really feasible. Do you guys really think you'd be wearing face masks all day long?
Maybe.
Maybe.
If it gets me to get the vote, then sure.
Yeah. All right. Well, that's a good attitude. The distance thing as well, as far as keeping, you know, the proximity to each other. I think, you know how close our classroom quarters are, that
Yeah.
it would be difficult to maintain there. So I think I know everybody wants to go back to school, but I think they have to make sure that they're really thinking through the the correct and safe way to do it, so that we don't go back and it becomes chaos, right? I mean, I know, especially if you're a senior or finishing up the program, it's a really hard hit for you guys to miss these kind of milestones that you would be normally experiencing. But otherwise, there's only a couple weeks left of school. If you think about the other way too, that um, we're not losing that much time. I mean, I know in the end, it's going to be like 2 months that we're out, which is pretty crazy to think about. But hopefully, you see in the grand scheme of things, it's the right thing to do, because otherwise, you guys come in and you get infected by somebody, you don't know it. You go home to your, you have somebody in your family that's sick, and all of a sudden you could lose them within a week, and they normally wouldn't have had to. So you have to always think about, other people's situations, and we want to try to, be cautious for those types of environments. So I know it's a bummer, right? And I think at first when we all heard that we were going to be out of school for 2 weeks, it was like great, right? And now it's like it's funny how the tides have turned, and now, it's like bad news to hear that. I mean, think about if we had a snowstorm and they told you were going to be out of school for 2 weeks. Everybody would be dancing around, probably happy and whatnot. But that's not the case here. But regardless, I think we still have to, try to make the best out of it, and just keep moving forward. Is what I would definitely try to recommend you get the mindset of. So that's I guess a little bit of everything today, as far as critiquing, talking about what we're doing now and looking forward, talking about current climate in school and what's going to happen. I know there's talk, what's going to happen. Are we having a graduation ceremony or anything? I did email Miss Sauer today, and as I replied to somebody who asked today, they just announced that we don't have school for the rest of the year yesterday. So it's going to take some, I would give the administration a little bit of time to really start thinking about what's most important and how to do it correctly, and actually what they're allowed to do as well. Because a lot of times these decisions really are out of their control, because it is dictated by the governor and county officials and things like that. So just try to be patient with that. We're going to be going into week 5 next week of the marking period, so we still have plenty of time to kind of work out those details. And I'm sure that Miss Sauer wants to do something and not make this be kind of just some anticlimactic type of thing. We were already talking about putting like a staff video together, kind of a connected video, just showing a little bit of everybody, and telling you guys that we're still here for you and we miss you and that type of thing. So I know that's in the works. If you guys have any ideas of anything that maybe you're seeing happening at your home school, or just kind of pops in your head, pass it on. We'll talk about it and try to make it a reality, because we know that we all need things to mentally get us out of maybe anxiety or stress about things, and have positive things to kind of focus on rather than the negative ones, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So anybody have any questions
Mhm.
going through till Thursday, or comments about anything?
What if my laptop implodes from using the scratch?
If so, you're saying you think you might have difficulty using Scratch on your laptop?
Maybe, because it's been running into an issue lately.
So that anytime that happens, you fall into this alternate work type of scenario, right? So you can submit a drawing or create a digital drawing, photograph, or video. Hopefully it takes you about 30 minutes to do so, because that's really what my other lessons are designed to take. Submit it to the daily assignment, and then when we're turning in our project, so like tomorrow our Scratch game should be done, I think, and submitted. You would just turn in a slideshow showing, I said the week's work, but you know, so if it was for 2 days, turn in a slideshow with the 2 drawings you made, put some text on there as far as, you know, what it's about and some background music, and then you'll get the same amount of points for your project grade as everybody else will.
Alright.
Alright, so you do have options there, yeah, and I know that sometimes technology just, you know, we don't all have the same accessibility, so I can't really hold you all to, and make you say, no, you have to do this. That just wouldn't be fair. Alright, good question though. Anybody else? Any questions?
No.
Lazaro, you have any questions?
No.
Okay. You working on the Scratch project today, or are you doing something else?
I might get working on it. I haven't checked on the assignment yet because I just finished working on my homeschool assignment.
Okay. I'll post this video on here, but you know, this is our daily assignment. It's an online Pong game that we're creating, basically, Lazaro.
All right.
All right, so you can.
Oh, I think I might have used this before on middle school.
Yeah. Okay. Well, hopefully it's a little more difficult than what you did in middle school, but if not, maybe it's just a good refresher.
All right.
All right. So we'll meet again Thursday, same time, and then Thursday night we'll try to start. Actually, I'm going to put out an email, I think, to everybody that was on the building-wide survey, and see maybe another game that we can get some more participation to on Thursday. David or Matt, did you guys get anything? I assume that you didn't do that contest on Saturday?
I checked my email, but I didn't see it on Saturday.
So maybe it fell through. I got to try to find where that was, where I had the information.
I didn't get an email either.
Yeah. Maybe they didn't run it. But all right, so yeah, we'll try to do something again Thursday night for that. I'm going to try to see if we can get some more participation from people in other classes. So I'll have hopefully something. You guys will be included on that as well, the survey that I'll send out. All right.
Okay.
All right. Well, thanks for being here, guys. You know, be well, and I'll talk to you again Thursday.
All right.
All right. Good talking to you.
All right. You too. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye-bye.